Hi, this is Chris, Video Game Dust Leaves, and you're listening to the VGDS Podcast. Holy shit, where have I been, right? Anyway, I'm here with Bones06.
How's it going, everybody?
DanCavDragon.
Hello, still here. How's everybody doing?
That Low Podcast.
How's it going, everyone?
And last but not least, Bargain Bin Hobo.
Holy bits, we're back!
That's to say the least. As everybody knows, what do we start off with? Sleeve it or leave it.
Yay.
So yeah, sleep. What to say? I couldn't even remember for a minute. I couldn't think of it was just that box art or sleeve it or leave it.
I knew it was one of those two.
It's been that long, guys?
Yeah, really.
Holy shit.
I should have watched a few podcasts to catch myself up.
You would think,
2 years, right?
It's been 2 years, definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first game is Ghosts and Goblins for Game Boy Color. Sleeve it or leave it, Bones.
I'd sleeve that.
Dan.
Yeah, sleeve it. I remember getting this game, and it was fun to play this on the Game Boy.
Dad level?
Yeah, I'd sleeve it. I've never played this version, but I do love this series.
And Bargain Bin.
You have to sleeve it twice, but I would sleeve it.
Alright, next title. Mr. Nutz for Game Boy Color as well. Dan. You going nuts for Mr. Nutz?
I've never played this game. I've heard, heard some stuff about it, but yeah, sure, sleeve it.
Bones? You getting on that?
I think I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna skip it. I haven't played it. No.
No nutty hype train for you?
No nutty hype train for me.
That level?
I mean, I've never played it, but it'd be funny to have like Conker on it instead of Mr. Nutz.
Yeah.
just to mess with somebody.
Could definitely do that. It's not hard. Bargain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna join tails on the character infringement lawsuit and leave it.
Next title, Oddworld Adventure 2 for Game Boy Color again. Bargain Bin.
I'm going to leave this one only because I failed to see how this game would really work on the Game Boy Color. Like, they had a Game Boy Advance one, and that was just a slog, so I'm not confident on this one. So I'm just going to leave this one.
Bones.
I don't mind the box art, but I'm gonna have to go with Bargain Bin on this one, and I'm gonna leave it.
That level.
I mean, I've only ever played the original PlayStation 1 game, so I don't know. Probably not.
And Dan.
Yeah, I'll actually leave this one. I'm not a huge fan of this series in general, so yeah, I'll leave this one.
Damn,
I can't imagine the Game Boy
left.
version. Yeah.
What the hell?
Screw you, Abe.
Next title, Puzzled. Dan.
I've never heard of this game, so I would probably leave it. I don't know. I don't even know what it is.
Bones.
Man, I feel like this would have you wasting your time making a box for that one. So yeah, I'm not gonna have you sleeve that, buddy.
Bargain Bin.
I'm going to give Bootleg Younger Heihachi some credit. I'm just going to sleeve this one for sympathy, because this guy kind of gives me like Bootleg Dollar Store gluten-free Heihachi, so...
Hey, you're not Bargain Bin for no reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Dad level.
The funny thing, I was thinking Dr. Wily, like really young, but no, it is Heihachi. That's hilarious. No, I've never played this game, so I have no clue. I wouldn't have interest.
I don't think anybody has any.
I never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm puzzled by the game itself.
Yeah.
So obviously, all these have, the same thing in common. Are all Game Boy Color games. Reason why is because I have a customer of mine that is actually going for a complete Game Boy Color sleeve set.
Wow.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been working my ass off on these lately.
Is that why you've been gone 2 years?
No. I wish it was that was the reason why I was gone 2 years, but no, that's not the reason why. I honestly, I think it has a little bit to do with just life.
No, that's fair.
I understand that.
Yep.
Not only on my end, but also my people in here.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that We got to get through these little segments first. Does anybody know what the next one is?
I guess Game Boy Color.
Box art.
Is it Guess That Box Art? It is.
Aha!
All right. Guess That Box Art. So let's go with the first one. And
Clay Fighters 64 and a fourth.
no.
Okay.
Anybody else got a guess?
It is a
I mean, that way it looks like Clay Fighters.
Yeah, it's Clay Fighters, but I don't know which one.
And a third?
No.
Clay Fighters. Oh my God! Why are we doing this again?
Any other? It is a Clay Fighter game. But
Is it
Clay
Super
Fighter
Nintendo's?
yes, it's Super Nintendo's Clay Fighter game.
The second one?
Yeah, I'm assuming it is, yeah.
If even you don't know, we're really in trouble.
It doesn't literally say, I guess it has a 2 in the title, but it's not at the end of the title.
Okay. 2 clays, 1 fighter.
I mean, Bones, you're on the right
I'm
track.
lost.
You don't know?
2 Clay Fight.
2 Clay Fighter. It's got like a Terminator-ish title.
Clay Fighter 2, the second round.
Is it like C2 or something like that?
Yes, C2. That's the beginning of the...
Oh, C2 Judgment Clay. Is that right?
C2 blank Judgment Clay.
C2.
I never owned
Yeah.
it, so I don't
I
know.
didn't mean either.
I've never played any
You're
of them.
so damn
Never.
close.
C2 X Judgment Clay?
No.
Dang it. I don't know
What
then.
was said earlier? Wait, right when you first seen the image, what was said?
64, I thought?
No.
Okay.
C2 Clay Fighter Judgment.
Right. C2 Clay Fighter Judgment Clay. So
Judgment Clay.
Yeah. All right. So let me show you that because I got the actual image to show you.
Oh.
There it
Oh,
is.
nice.
Jeez. You're right.
It is so very much Terminator.
I
Yeah.
told you.
You weren't lying. But I think I'm going to stick with Arnie on this one.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's
I've never played this game.
the miracle of improvements on the VGDS podcast. We can now show the images.
Yeah.
You're taking it to a whole new level. We've spared no expense, folks.
Yeah, we're flat broke, but we're doing it for you.
We're branching out just a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. Next title. This one should be an easy one.
Chuck Rock on the Game Gear.
Not on the Game Gear.
Okay, but I had the game right.
You have the game right.
Genesis.
Yes, you got it.
Yes.
All right.
There you go.
Show you that.
I love
image.
in this
There
game
he
whenever
is. Chuck Rock.
there's a boss fight, he goes, "Uh-oh." But damn, this game has some great music.
It's another one I've never played.
I've
You
never
should.
played
It's a
either,
lot of fun.
honestly.
You pelvic thrust enemies as your attack. Well, they call it belly
Hey.
butting, but it really looks like he's
Oh,
pelvic
shit.
thrusting.
Typical caveman, right?
Yep, literally.
All right.
I thought it was a dude eating that hamburger, for Christ's sakes. It's a freaking chin.
That does look like
I thought
I
that
see
was
it now.
a club.
I see what you mean, though.
yeah. If you had zoomed in a little more, Chris, that would have really thrown us for a
Yeah, I
loop.
was thinking about it,
Yeah.
but I was like, you know what? Let me make an easy one because I knew the first one wasn't going to be that easy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Does anybody know the next segment?
Guess that- oh,
Sleeve of the month.
Yeah.
Yes. Logo sleeve of the month. Bones, you going to take it away or should I do it?
You can do it. It's been a while for me, man. I don't even know whose logo sleeve it is.
It's coming. It's right here. Look. There he is. You want to take it, or you want me to do it?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We're coming back. It's your turn.
All right, my turn. It's always my turn. What are you talking about? This month's logo sleeve goes to Pappa Bear Gaming. I don't know if does anybody in here know Pappa Bear?
I do not.
Nope.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
No.
He has some hilarious dad jokes at the end of his videos, so he's a good guy. So if anybody wants to check his channel out, I'm sure he'll be grateful. Go ahead and do that. Anybody have a good game to put in his sleeve? He likes dad jokes.
I got a dad joke for you.
Go ahead.
So a horse walks into a bar and asks for a pint, and the bartender says, you're in here a lot. Are you sure you're not an alcoholic? The horse says, no, I don't think I am, and then just vanishes from existence. You see, this applies to the Descartes principle of I think, therefore I am. But if I said that too soon, I'd be putting the Descartes before the horse. Yeah, not my best.
No.
Turns out we're all a little rusty.
I should have went like this.
You should have.
Little late.
Yeah, oh well. Lesson learned for next time.
Better to do it next time then, huh?
Yep. At least now we know.
Didn't have the soundboard up in time.
Yep.
But anybody with a game that they would put in this sleeve?
A good
Did
card
Yogi
comes-
Bear get an NES game?
Oh yeah.
I put that in there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So
I think that's
maybe
one.
there's a PAL version, but I don't think it was Yogi Bear.
Or Berenstain Bears. We go put in there.
Yeah, bear adjacent game I would put in there.
Definitely.
There's that bear again.
You got like you could do one of the Tekken games, right? Because there's a Kuma.
Bootleg Tekken Kuma.
Yep.
Because there's
I mean,
bootleg Tekken games on the NES.
I don't know what he plays, so I can't like say, "Hey, I'm going to put a game that
Yeah,
represents
right.
this guy's channel."
Right.
Yeah, so bear.
Just based on what you see image wise.
Yeah.
That's what I would go by.
Miami Vice on PS2 because of the pink and.
Oh yeah, that's a
that
good one.
works. The 80s.
I would do that.
Mhm.
I'll just keep it animal based and put Rocky and Bullwinkle in it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Rocky! I can't do the Bullwinkle voice.
Yeah, I can't either. I won't even try.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
So, moving on. There isn't a next segment. You guys, there was before, but we omitted that now. Dan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Dan.
Yeah,
We used to
Dan.
do franchise of the month, but I'm kind of running out of franchises. So
I could think of a few. Get me on next time.
If you
Yeah,
want
if
to
you
take it
wanna-
over, that's up to you.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind doing it.
All right.
There you go.
So then franchise will continue with Bargain Bin. We'll have him do it from now on.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Alrighty. Now on to the actual podcast. It's a welcome back podcast. Wondering where I've been lately. I was on third shift for a while at my work, so that kind of put a little halt on some stuff. I changed jobs, so that also did. And trying to keep up with the sleeves, obviously, but that didn't get overwhelming or anything like that to where I couldn't do a podcast. But also, it also becomes, there's people in here, typically at least two others besides myself that are always here, so they have a life as well. But for the most part, I really don't know the reason why we kind of like faded out. I think it had a lot to do with participation in here. Like, yeah, I got Discord, I got people in here willing to do a podcast, but if there's nobody, available during the time we can actually record, then obviously that's an issue. I can't record by myself. I mean, I could, but talking to myself, I don't think I could do that.
It's not as fun talking to yourself.
No, definitely
Really
not. And honestly, I don't know how live streamers do it. If you don't have an audience and you're talking, like, I don't know how they do it. Maybe one.
Well, to
of
be
you
fair, I
guys
You're
talk
not
to
gonna-
myself all the time anyway, so it wouldn't be anything different for me.
Well, if you do Sleeve It or Leave It, you'd be the top dog at that because you did the pictures and you'd know what the sleeves are right away.
Yeah.
Or the guess that box art.
Exactly.
But then it would be fun because he knows them.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but he'd be top dog.
Those segments, honestly, I wouldn't do them. I would do the Sleeve It or Leave It more than likely. But, like, guess that box art I would definitely not do because I'm the one that creates that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, streaming's not hard. It's just, you get used to it. It's weird when you're actually making a video because, I mean, at least with streaming, you just kind of react to what's going on in the game that you're playing,
Right,
and then hope that people show up.
You could do like a play-by-play as you're playing the game. And that's what a lot of streamers do, and that's if you're capable of doing it and you're good at it, then yeah, sure. If you don't have an audience and you're still doing it and you're content with it, then okay.
Do you, boo.
Exactly, you do you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I really don't know the reasoning behind us not recording. I think, like I said, some of it was due to just scheduling. Some of it was due to maybe burnout a little bit on my part, because like I do all the editing, I do all the stuff that you see on the screen, and now that I have figured out how to incorporate OBS instead of me going and editing the podcast and turning it into a video, it's automatically going to be a video now. So I don't have to do the editing process at all no more. So that takes a lot off of me. So that might have been a little bit on my part, burnout. Because we were doing 3 at one time. We were doing it, it was once a month, but we were doing 3 recordings. So that was like multiple hours of editing for me. Multiple Sleeve It or Leave It's I had to do, multiple Guess That Box Arts. Just imagine 4 Sleeve It or Leave It's, 2 Guess That Box Arts, 3D or No that we were doing. Dan had to incorporate the franchise of the month, so he would do the images and he would send them to me, and along with a plethora of other things that were going on, then we'd have to get topics, and Bargain Bin was gracious enough to think of multiple topics to do on the podcast. So, and
I still could.
And we will be getting to those topics. I know there's a couple lingering still that we haven't done yet. Yeah. They will be done.
Yay!
Along with the console, the system podcast that we were doing, we'll continue those. We did about 6 of them. So there's plenty of more console podcasts to do. I think that's pretty much it as far as my reasonings and what's happened to the podcast. If you guys want to jump in and tell me what you've been doing the last 2 years,
well, what have you gotten, Chris, over like the last 2 years? Anything new in your collection that you want to tell anybody about?
Well, I can tell you I got a multiple screen setup in front of me right now. I did not have that before. I have 3 monitors now. One's running OBS, one's running Discord, and I have on the other one I have Word up, but it has all of our podcast information, so that way if I feel like I need to get on a different topic, they're there for me to look at just in case we run low on stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. I got a 3 monitor display going on. As far as pickups, recently was gifted by my wife. She bought me a Switch 2, believe it or not.
Oh, very nice.
I was not anticipating that. I actually didn't want the Switch 2, to be honest with you.
I'll take it if you don't want it.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
I figured it.
I was like, hold on. Yeah. He just said he doesn't have one. I know he wants one. Yeah, I wasn't looking to get it. Not for, the reason of not wanting it. Yeah, obviously it's a console I wanted, but just because there's so much more retro that I would rather have than the Switch 2. I don't know if that makes sense to Bargain Bin, but
it makes complete, total, utter sense. I completely see it, but yeah, damn it, I still want to Switch 2.
This one was the one that has the download code for Mario Kart, and it's not the sticker. It's not the sticker version. It's the you know how some of them, the boxes came with a sticker with the Mario Kart on it?
Right.
This one is already printed on the box.
Yeah. Very nice.
There's like multiple different, I guess, versions of the Switch 2 that came out.
Yeah, some of them have like a staple hole in the screen, apparently.
Yeah, GameStop did a great job with that.
Luckily, I didn't get
golf
mine at
clap
GameStop.
for GameStop. Hey, hold on, we can actually do that now. Let me find the actual thing. I gotta find the default sounds. Sorry, they're gone. I can't find the default ones.
The golf clap?
Yeah.
Like this?
Oh, here it is.
Yeah. It's there.
Golf clap for GameStop. 2 of them.
Hey man, I can get some really good figures from GameStop. Game wise, it's hit and miss.
Yeah. I was just in there a little bit ago. I got a bowling game.
Hey Bones, maybe you could tell me what I got lately.
Probably not. I mean, you got some 32X games at Christmas. I remember that.
Yep. Thank you, Bones. Bones got me Doom complete in box for 32X.
Dang.
And
nice.
What was the other game, Bones, for 32X? I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think it was the boxing one. What is that? With the butterbean on it?
Was it that one? I don't think it was that one. I think it was something else. I gotta look it up. You guys continue.
Okay,
While I'm looking it up. It won't take
I guess
long.
I'll start.
Sure.
So, I was having a lot of trouble finding a job. It was around 2022 I lost my job, and 2023 is when I lost the job. The whole year I just didn't have a job. You know, thank God I still live with my folks, because I don't know where I'd be if I didn't. But in the meantime, I was working on my YouTube channel. Collecting never really stopped. I just have too many things I've collected to really name any aside from that bowling game. I did actually get a PS5 when I worked at Walmart, and by the way, Boo would not recommend.
Don't recommend the PS5?
No, I don't recommend working at Walmart.
I was gonna say.
I love the PS5, but is it like that and the Series X were like the only good things that work in Walmart? Otherwise, don't do it.
What were you doing at Walmart though?
I was first a picker, and then I was a janitor, and I had to clean a toilet covered in shit, and then fish a loaded adult diaper out of a metal bin.
Nice.
That was kind of the breaking point for me.
Yeah, that would be mine. You mean I got to do what now? I need a new job.
It didn't last long after that, and then funny story. On my last day of work, I got the stomach bug, so I didn't have to go to work that day.
Wow.
So I had to file like I'm not coming to work today. Weeks later, I got a thing saying we do not accept your day off. Then I was already out of there. Well, anyway,
Walmart.
Now, ironically, I work at Goodwill.
Nice.
But I don't work with customers. Praise be to God. I hate working with customers.
All right, so you work at Goodwill. Do you have dibs?
Actually, no. We're not allowed to buy things straight out of the gate. They actually put like a block for a certain amount of time. Like in the stores, it's like an hour before employees are allowed to purchase things.
That's weird.
I was wondering if because I had a feeling like people at Goodwill would just keep like the video game stuff stashed in the back.
Well, we have video games, and I've bought video games a lot. I actually just bought one recently. It's called Pop Tropica. But there's actually like people saying, Goodwill employees get all the good stuff. Yeah. Well, if we didn't have that period of time where we couldn't, that would be true.
Don't you also ship off certain games depending on what comes in so they could put it on their auction site?
Yeah, we do actually. We have like a Goodwill Finds, I think it is. I don't remember exactly what the statistics are on that, but like there's like a whole box of games we set aside specifically to bundle to give to the other side for them to do God knows what with it. But we have an eBay site, we have an Amazon site, and a few other sites as well. And in fact, yesterday we had over 1,000 orders to fill.
Wow.
Yeah. Hectic day.
Did you say you have an hour block where you can't buy stuff?
Well, that's for the physical stores. Well, I don't work at a store. I work at like a warehouse. So there's like a period of time where I can't go on the site and buy the thing. But I have bought more than once from my store, and probably will do it again because I need my bargain bin trash.
So some of those bargain bin games are really good. Bargain.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think I live in the bargain bin?
You know, I miss the bargain bin that used to be at Toys R Us when you could find like box Super Nintendo games for really
$5.
cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Earthbound.
Yeah, some of the
Earthbound
best,
for $10.
some of the
Man,
best.
That
what a
level, that's
deal.
showing our age, man.
That's gone.
Yeah.
No more of that.
I never shopped at a Toys R Us before,
Oh.
and now they're gone.
That makes
They were around when I was a kid, and I'm old enough that I can remember the video stores. You know, the renting the games for 5 days. I remember that. I'm old. I'm that old.
You're old enough to remember renting a game, so you remember Blockbuster.
Yes. I do, and we actually had one right down the street from our house, right next to a Pizza Hut. I don't think that was a coincidence.
Those were the good old days.
I miss those days. Remember, my brother and I used to rent games from the Blockbuster. Sometimes Dad would let us pick our own game. Other times we'd have to agree on a game. Or this weird thing he did where one person could pick the game, but the other get to play it first. I don't remember why we did that. But, yeah. So, honestly, not really a whole lot to talk about. I basically said what I need to say. Oh, but I did get some autographs in that time. I got to meet Bill Farmer, voice of Goofy.
Cool.
I got to meet a couple of the Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Oh, no bandana here.
No bandana.
Yeah, recently just got to meet Karen Ashley and Blake Foster and got both their autographs.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's basically it for me. Thank you for letting me ramble about stuff that no one cares about.
Bargain bin.
If we didn't care, we wouldn't be here.
That's fair.
Man.
I wouldn't have asked.
Oh, actually,
you got a PlayStation 5. What are you worried about here?
Yeah, also, I forgot one major update. I started this big project that I've been trying to do for years, and it's been like a multiple-year thing. I call it the Shrekkening.
The Shrekkening.
And what is it?
I review all the Shrek games, bit by bit. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. I have 2 of the videos out, and there's a total of 5 videos to make.
Are you sure that's not J-Chip trying to make you do that? Because I heard you.
He likes to take credit for it, but I had that idea long before I even met the man. So
okay.
I thought some of those games were rough too.
Oh, you need to watch the videos.
Oh God!
What's your YouTube channel so they know?
The Bargain Bin Hobo. What do you think it was?
All right, I'm just trying to give you a chance to plug yourself.
I am plugging myself. Plug myself in the nearest outlet, apparently. All right, for real, that's it. Someone else continue.
Who's next? Anybody? Crickets?
Level.
I mean, I figured I want to hear what you guys have been doing lately, but I can go next. I actually changed jobs as well back in 2023, and so I've been at that job for 2 years, almost 3 now. Pretty good IT stuff, but it's been busy. I didn't have as much of the free time I did when I worked at my last job, so it's been hard to keep up with videos. So I've just been doing a lot more streams and podcasts than I have been doing videos. My wife's going back to school to get her degree. She got into a program that's going to pay for her bachelor's degree. She only has 10 classes she needs to do to finish, so that's been really, really good. So I've been helping her with that. And just playing games, collecting toys. I got my Hasbro or the HasLab Cobra Rattler. It's freaking almost 3 feet long. I need to do a video on it. It's yeah, I need to do a video unboxing because it's still in the box over by my couch. I just haven't had time to do any of that stuff. But no, me and my friends have been streaming some of the Resident Evil games and some of the latest stuff I've been picking up. I finally got a copy of Evo, The Search of Eden for Super Nintendo that I've been wanting since high school. I got a really good deal on that, and then just been playing a lot of stuff on my PS5.
How's your podcast been?
So you haven't played Evo then, huh?
Oh no, I actually started playing it. I got to the point where you're the I've beaten it before, but because I played my friends back in the day, but no, I got to the point where you're the amphibian and you're trying to fight the bee queen, and I forgot how difficult she was. But podcast has been going good. We just hit. We just had episode 127 on Friday. We talked about the Super Nintendo memories and everything. So it was Great White North, a buddy of mine named Coda. Y'all guys interviewed him. He had the otaku, Dai costume.
Yeah.
And then my buddy Gus from high
because
school.
I was there at that podcast. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the podcast is going well. I still need to make it to where it's audio and put it on like a Spotify or something. Just been too lazy.
I thought about doing that for this too. Doing like Spotify or something like that to post the audio.
But like I can't wait to do y'all do the system podcast with y'all, because that's different than like what I'm doing, you know, kind of. It's more like memory lane and like what games we used to play and stuff instead of the format that was here. So I'd rather, I mean, I want to do both, right? But I can't wait till we get to that point where we start doing some of those system podcasts again.
Yeah, I mean, we do like that little thing in the beginning where we tell you what the console is and all that stuff, and and then we have those 10 questions, I think it was, which I believe is still in here on the Discord somewhere, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be.
Hopefully.
I don't think I deleted anything, so it should still be up there. But yeah, I enjoy doing any podcast, to be honest with you, as long as there's people
they're fun.
To do it, you know.
Oh yeah, it's all about like having a conversation. That's what the big part for me. It's not about like, I mean, I don't mind collaborating with anybody. I just want to have a conversation with a group of people and get to know them and have fun and talk. It's not about like, a lot of times, sometimes it's for people, it's like ego, or it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get clout for having some guest on my show, and it's like I just want to talk.
I never shut up. I need an outlet.
Start your own podcast, damn it.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah, you're more than welcome to be. Anybody's more than welcome to be here. Anybody else? Bones, Dan?
I guess I can go next. Well, I think part of it, like you said, was a little bit of burnout from doing 3 podcasts in a row. I know I fell asleep and missed a couple of them. I fell asleep, I think, through 2 of the last ones. I think I was snoring in the one. Life just got really busy, and I think when we had a stockpile of them, we kind of like took a break, and then we just never got back to it. People's lives got really busy.
That's true. I totally forgot about that. We had recorded so many that I think I had enough to cover for almost a year.
Yeah, there was a lot we had saved up, and so we kind of took a hiatus. But then with everybody's schedule and everybody's life changed at one point or another and was busy, that we kind of just never got back to it till now. I mean, over a span of like 2 years, like I basically stopped doing pickup videos. I stopped going to thrift stores and things like that. Like it hit a point where the entire second floor of my house was literally a giant video game collection, which was cool and all, but my bedroom got moved into the attic. And at one point I realized, and Chris knows all about it, and so does Dan, like I hit 19 years paid in on a mortgage, and I still owed half of what I paid for my house. And I kind of looked at it like, you know, halfway, or more than halfway through paying on a mortgage and you still owe half the mortgage, I decided, you know, time to do a purge. So I spent 4 months and I purged half of my collection away. So I got rid of the complete NES set, the 64 set, all the Sega CD, Dreamcast, Atari stuff, Jaguar, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, like just a ton of stuff. But in the span of 4 months, I was able to pay off my house and live debt free. But then life got really chaotic, and basically out of those 2 years, I don't know, what do you think it was, Chris? Almost a year's worth of time I spent working out of state. I was down in Alabama. Yeah, but Alabama for a couple weeks, Maryland, Delaware, like just all over the place. So I wasn't even really home, and I haven't done much as far as pickups go for, I don't know, it was like maybe a month. I got kind of on like a Pokemon card kick. So I bought like a bunch of different Pokemon booster boxes and some of the like the bigger boxes.
ETB.
Definitely. Yeah, I like the Pikachu boxes and the Charizard ones. So like I was buying them. And what is it, the 25th, the Celebrations one that's got the big Pikachu statue in it. I really like that. So I picked those things up. That was like a little niche I did for a minute, but then, that's so expensive. And the way that the scalpers love to infiltrate everything, just like they do our gaming market, I kind of just put that on hold and looked at it like, all right, well, first of all, I don't want to fill the house back up with trinkets again. I did finish off anything that was loose disc in my collection. So anything that was PS2 loose disc, I went and 1 week I bought, well, that might have been 2 weeks, but I think it was mainly 1 week. I bought every single PS2 that I had in a loose disc. I bought it all in complete in box. I had purged some of my PlayStation 1, but had realized when it was already online for sale on eBay that I had already hit the money mark that I needed. So I bought all of them back, plus a couple extras. And now the only thing that I technically collect, because I'm nuts and absolutely insane, I've been collecting CIB NES games. I'm going to slowly, over time, push for a CIB NES set. So that's definitely going to take a lot of time. It's very expensive to do. But over the span of 1 year now, not even a year, when I hit December, it'll be a year. I'm already up to 150 CIB now. Right. So I've been focusing on that at the moment, which is nice, keeping me in the hobby, still doing stuff. The only thing that I not good. Well, what's with that is great. It's great. I looked at it like, I missed the NES set out of everything I sold. And I sold a lot of stuff. So I went from having almost 5,000 games down to 2,400. But now I missed that NES set, but I won't buy the exact same thing that I just got rid of. So I didn't have complete in box.
So you have also
yeah, my house is paid off, so I'm living very decently at the moment. That it's a drop in the bucket if I want to buy an expensive NES game. I don't really see a problem with doing it. As long as I keep everything else in order in life, there's no reason that I can't go after a full CIB NES set. But that does lead down to the problem with the equation, and Dan, you know all too well about that. Space.
Yeah.
Because I looked at where I currently started them at, and if I do that and I put them on, it's going to take up basically the 2 whole shelf units. Well, my whole 360 collection's on there, which that's not a ton. It's 250 games, but I have probably 500 Wii games. Both of those things need to find a new home the more and more I buy of NES games. And I don't have any other wall space. So I don't know what to do.
I got an available home for you if you want to find a home.
Yeah. But the only game that I picked up recently that I've played, me, Chris, Mark, and Dan have been sitting at Chris's house every so often, and we've been playing through full sets. So me and Chris, Dan did the Virtual Boy once. We did the 32X. We're working on the Sega Saturn. So if we play a game that I like, I'll look for the cheaper version, screw the Saturn version, plus I purged my whole Saturn collection. I bought the Casper game for it on PlayStation 1, and I sat here playing Casper. One day I had it on Discord, and these guys sat and watched me play that. That's the last thing.
Game, believe it or not, Casper.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then what else did I buy? Blast Chamber, I think it was called, which is kind of like a puzzle game. You got a bomb strapped to you, and you got to get through the level before the bomb blows up.
That's pretty cool. So
those are the only 2 things that I've actually thrown in and played. I haven't played any of the NES games that I got. My PlayStation 4 hasn't been out in years. My Xbox hasn't been out in years. My Switch is not even out. I basically only have retro stuff set up. And even in my living room, I have 3 old school CRT TVs, for Christ's sakes. I did hook up both PlayStation 1s and then went on a PS1 kick of buying any PS1 game that utilizes the link cable. So I bought like 2 copies of Doom, 2 copies of Destruction Derby. Red Alert, you don't have to buy 2 copies of. One person uses disc 1, the other person can use disc 2. Twisted Metal 3, I think, was another one. And I bought pretty much all of them, not all of them yet, but most of them that utilize that, so that if and whenever there's people over, I can use both TVs and we each have our own screen, because let's be honest, it does kind of suck splitting screen on a CRT.
Oh my god,
Yeah, but other than that, like I don't think I really got anything else. I haven't played anything modern. I haven't bought any of the new consoles. I don't have the newest Xbox. I don't have PS5. I don't have Switch 2. I didn't purge my deluxe set. I didn't purge the Miracle Piano. I kept all of them. I don't even know if it was back even when we had the podcast, but after I did all my selling, I spent, I think I dropped like $5,000 on Christmas as a celebration for myself, and I bought like every boxed Wii console. So I have like the white Mario Kart one, the black one, the Mario one that's got the red console in it, and then it's the black one, but they came with the games, which is the 30th anniversary, the Dance Dance one, the blue one. I bought the Wii Mini brand new sealed, got that into a box protector. Like I went absolutely retarded, which was kind of funny. And then I wrapped everything. I didn't even wrap it. By wrapping it, I left it in the box it was delivered in, and I just threw everything under the tree. So then I had multiple things to open up for Christmas. Because when you're alone, there's nobody buying you presents as an adult. So I kind of splurged for myself.
Hey,
What, isn't that a great
presents.
feeling like a kid? Is having like tons of stuff under the tree?
Oh, by
Dude,
the way,
I bought-
Bones,
Yeah.
you purged all the stuff. You didn't think to tell me you were selling?
It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. Dan and Chris were
Honestly,
about the.
I could tell you that reason, because he told me, but that was because it was easier for him to sell everything on eBay. I know he probably
Fair
could have
enough.
told you that he was selling on eBay, but
Yeah, fair enough. I'm not really mad about it. I'm just mainly just jostling you because just be a jerk. But I get you.
Oh yeah, you could harass me.
It's
It's
all
all
good.
right. It's all good. But you're right. It was like being a little kid again, and because I purchased so much crap, I didn't even remember what I was opening up. Like I bought a graded copy of a CIB Doom 64 because I absolutely love Doom. I bought a whole bunch of different Wii games that I kind of always wanted, like The Simpsons. I went on a big box kick at that point. I bought myself the Super Nintendo Super Set.
Oh, nice.
That
Wow.
it was I don't even want to go on what I paid for it, but it's the rarer one that the cartridge was actually in the box. It wasn't where they had it taped to the outside. So it was towards like the very end. I bought that, and then I got the only game. Basically, I was reliving Christmas of '94. I still have it on VHS at my mom's house, where I'm at my grandmother's, and there I am ripping open the Super Nintendo, and the only game I got was Batman freaking Forever. So I bought that. And that was part of like the cool part. I was like reliving the Christmas of '94. I bought like every big box that I could possibly get for it, except for Zelda. I wasn't able to scoop that one up, which I kind of kicked myself in the ass. I bought like every Time Crisis big box for PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I bought a whole bunch of different games for like PS2. So I did go like really, really stupid. And I even bought like other dumb things. Like I bought another Nintendo cart to put the 64 on. I bought like a Dance Dance Revolution dance pad, which I'll never, ever, ever use. But It definitely was a really fun Christmas. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm telling you, I'm missing a whole bunch of different other oddball stuff. Oh, I bought the Beatles Wii Rock Band drum set, the whole kit. I bought that. So I did go a little insane, but I did. I took a break for a while, man. Life was really busy. It was really cool though, being out of state for a while. Plus, you get paid more when you travel. It's just I'm glad to be home right now. Like I just did a 4-week stretch down in Maryland. Not this past week, but 4 weeks prior to that. Like that was all down there. I didn't come home for the weekends for 2 of those times, so I was there literally 3 weeks straight. I worked through the holiday we just had. So it was pretty chaotic, but it does feel good to be back on the podcast and back into collecting a little bit.
Hey, don't forget, I get you Christmas presents. Don't forget that. Don't forget.
Yeah, but you're the only one. You, Dan, Mark. Like, if it wasn't for that, like, I'm gonna be 44. A 44-year-old man doesn't really have anybody to buy some presents when he's alone. Like my mom don't buy me shit, and I don't want her buying me shit.
Well, the one thing my family has problems with is like I buy the stuff I want, so they don't know what to buy me whenever Christmas comes
My
up.
dad's like that too.
I tell my mom, get me a pair of pants
I
or
try
socks.
to tell my wife just to go to the game room, see what games I don't have, and just pick a game. It's easy.
And also, though, like my dad's birthday is right after Christmas, so it's double
that
hard
sucks.
because, yeah.
Well, I chalk them up into one.
Yeah.
Here you go. Right, happy
Yeah.
birthday and Christmas on it.
Merry Christmas birthday.
I totally forgot
But,
to
yeah.
mention that we've been hanging out. Like we were trying to hang out like once a month. We would get together. Mark, MT Shark 7, Dan, Bones, and I, and play. Like there, he was saying the library of whatever console at the time that we're playing. The last console we played was Sega Saturn, and we're still on the Sega Saturn, playing through the library. There's a lot of decent games, and there's a lot of crap games.
Yeah, I rage quit a couple sports games. I got really mad at the baseball games.
Oh yeah, that baseball game was trash. Like for it being Saturn, that should have been a much better baseball game. But anyway, well, that leads into also game ratings, video game ratings, which we have on Discord here. We have been updating that. Myself, Bones, Dan, and Mark, every time they come to the house, we put our ratings to every game that we play. So the more they come here, the more games get rated. And I invite anybody that wants to do it, as long as you're in my Discord, the video game ratings are there. Just follow the little rules that I wrote in there, and it updates live and everybody can see it, whoever has that file. So
I think I have it. I need to look at it again.
yeah, keep that in mind when you're playing the game. It only takes
Yeah,
like a couple seconds to go in there, click on the, if the title's not there, add the title in, rate the game, and that's it. That's all you got to do. And then just in the channel, the video game ratings channel, all you would have to do is just put the title that you put in for what system and post it, so that way I know that you were in there. Otherwise,
Yeah, I've played so many games this last couple of this year. I probably need to go in there. It's been a while.
Yeah, same.
all right.
Well, we do it too. We'll go back to it. Like part of the reason we're going through the whole collection is we're just testing the waters.
Right.
And like I did, I went and I bought 2 games that we played that I thought were really fun. And on PS1, they were cheap as shit. Saturn, they're really expensive, but I couldn't wait to play them again, so I just bought them right away. So it's helping us test the waters on them, and some of them we'd like to play again, but dude, these libraries are big.
Yeah, so basically what he's saying, I'm going to add to it. We eventually want to go and take maybe one of the libraries and narrow it down to games that we actually want to do a full playthrough. And with that full playthrough will come podcasts. So every full playthrough we do, we'll get a podcast of its own. So like one game, I don't know off the top of my head, but one game from this, or a few games from the Sega Saturn, we'll definitely do a full playthrough, whether it be together as a group, which I'm hoping it will be, or if we just buy the game and we each play it and we come back with, some kind of synopsis of the game and go into.
So it's like a book club, but with video games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And go into like an in-depth thing, chat on just that particular game. So
that would be fun.
If you do one on Panzer Dragoon 1 and 2 and the Resident Evil for the Saturn, I could be on those because I recently played through those even on stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll definitely
just tell me what game is in mind and I'll try.
I'll definitely try to once we get to that point, which I don't know when that's going to be, but once we get to that point where we're going to do like in-depth plays, I'll put it in here. I'll let you guys know what titles we're going to do. So if you want to either play it or if you've already played it and you want to join the stream, that's okay with me.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm down.
Dan?
All right. It's been a couple years since we did the podcast, and we're in a brand new world. We have Switch 2 with us now, and a lot more push towards digital gaming and downloads versus like cartridge or game keys or whatever. So times are changing, technology's changing, I guess. Trends are changing. But no, I mean, I'll echo what the guy said about the podcast. Yeah, I mean, I did feel like we kind of ran into a wall there a little bit there. We were recording a lot, and the thing is, they take a lot of work. They to prepare all those segments. I mean, mostly it's Chris is doing this, but it took a lot of work to prepare these segments, and we weren't getting. I mean, the last few we didn't really have great participation, and so even we were talking about doing the system podcast and stuff, and the last few we did really didn't really have many people coming in. Even the regulars weren't coming in, and it felt like it was just talking amongst ourselves.
Yeah, it was like Bones was sleeping. Like the past probably 3 recordings we did, Bones wasn't there because he fell asleep. And I think Bandana just fell off the train and was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing it anymore," because he got busy with life. That was, I know that for sure. Because
his kids are taking up a lot of his time.
Yeah, he just became a legal guardian of 3 kids. So
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was a
good
foster.
on him though.
He was a foster.
He's a lucky guy, man.
Yeah, he was a foster parent. Now he's their legal guardian. So he is
good on him.
Well, that's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was news. Actually, that was just recent news, wasn't it, Dan? Like he,
yeah,
like,
it was.
Officially signed the papers, like
finalization of it, yeah.
on September 9th, which just happens to be Dreamcast Day. So
yeah, that's insane. And I actually thought of another question we can answer. What's our favorite podcast memory?
Podcast memory.
I think my favorite was like I got a fishing game and the file names were Bilbo Baggins, Commie Lesbian, and Bubba. Those are just the reaction that got. The reaction that got made me so happy. I love it when I can make the whole room laugh. So that was my favorite podcast memory.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
It's been a long time since we did it, so like something that jumps out.
Yeah,
I mean, me falling asleep was a good podcast memory. With snoring, I remember Crisco and Bones.
I even I think I muted my mic and boxed them or something.
I think
sorry, Dan, didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I think back to the podcast memory. I remember the 50th podcast where we recorded a huge, long one.
Were you guys all here for that? That level, were you here for that?
I don't remember if I was here for that.
Which one was it?
It was the
50th.
We did the 50th, and I think we did a tournament that podcast.
Yeah, like a March Madness tournament or something like that.
I wasn't there for that. No,
I don't think I was there for that one. I need to.
Yeah, that 50th. That was
there was a lot of us, wasn't there?
Was pissed. He couldn't stand that podcast because of the way the ratings went with, it was a tournament bracket, so each game went against a different game, and he didn't like how they were lined up. He's like, "How's that game beat that?"
Yeah,
game?
I think the people on the podcast voted this, and then one would advance, to, final or whatever.
Yep.
And then we did something else, and then only half you only put half of it in there because the other half was crap, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, go back and listen to the 50th. That was a good memory for for some of us.
I'll have to go listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to.
But,
I was like looking back at the podcast episodes on the channel and stuff, and yeah, I saw who was all on that, but I wasn't there. I was trying to look when I started.
I can tell you when you started. I could probably tell you right now. As I'm doing that, somebody can.
Oh,
Go ahead, Dan.
I'll just finish off what I've been doing since 2023. Yeah, I mean, basically, I had recently started a new. I guess in 2023 when we left off, I was pretty new. I had switched jobs and I was pretty new, and since then it's I've gotten really busy with work and it's now post-COVID world. Things are opening up. We're expected to be in the office more now and stuff like that. So definitely work has definitely increased a lot for me. And then with that, my family, like my daughter had made a transition from elementary school to middle school, and with that comes a lot more activities and responsibilities and stuff too. So that stuff outside of gaming, hobbies, little family and stuff, that's definitely has taken up a lot of time. But in terms of gaming, yeah, I got a Switch too as well. I got last Christmas, Black Friday, I got the PS5 Pro and a PSVR 2 because it was cheap. It was a good deal. But to be honest, I haven't even hooked those up yet. They're still in the box. I just haven't had a chance to even open those yet. Yeah, I've been going to too many games in the last couple of years. I will say, I feel like prices have come down a little bit. Some of the prices there's definitely was a peak of how much some of these games are costing, and I've seen the prices go down a little bit, so that's been a little bit refreshing. So Bones was actually smart because I think he sold his collection at a really good time, because had he sold it today, I think he probably wouldn't have made as much money. I do have to say I did benefit from his sale. Some of his games did make it into my collection, but that's also a good thing, Bones. Your games haven't gone far. They're still they're very close by. That's about it.
There's only two of them that I want to ever probably play, and that'll be Stack Up and Final Fight Guy. Other than that, I'm cool with everything. But those two were like the only ones that were my top that I didn't want to get rid of, but I knew I needed to.
And believe me, Bones had some games I would have loved to have, but I just couldn't afford them. They were just he had the whole collection basically, so that he had the top end titles. I'm like, I'll probably never see this game ever again. But I just don't want to pay as much money for it. Or I was like, Bones, I want you to make as much money as you can. On this, please sell it to somebody that will pay top dollar for this.
Well, you were right. It was right after the peak, so they were just starting to drop a little bit, and I realized, all right, if you're going to do it, you need to do it now, and you need to do it fast. You definitely can't draw it out and wait to get your absolute top dollar. Because I did just auction on a lot, guys. I did not do buy it now. It was auction.
Yeah, and then,
that's good.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Imagine the bidding wars that must have happened.
Oh, there were some that were crazy.
And you had a lot of shipping woes and a lot of stories. You could do a whole podcast about selling collections, probably, because some of the stories.
Yeah, you got to be the only thing that I would tell everybody is you got to be very cautious on how you do combined shipping, because if you screw up and you send the wrong price to somebody, you're biting a bullet on that. And that's just the reality of it, because I still to this day have no negative marks ever on my eBay account. And I don't want any.
Congratulations.
All right, so I figured it out, that level. And I know why you're not on the 50th now.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember if I was here at that time.
You weren't. You were podcast 55.
Which one was I?
I don't know. Give me a minute. I'll find you.
I remember our first one I did, my intro was on September 11th of that year.
Oh, wow. So it's almost an anniversary for that.
Yeah.
The last thing I was gonna say is that what I'm collecting these days is we were talking about doing the Saturn playthrough, and that really motivated me to try to finish off a complete Saturn collection. So I'm down to like 10 games. I need like 10 more games, and then I'll have hopefully a pretty complete Sega Saturn collection. So that's the main thing I'm focusing on in terms of collecting. But just to come full circle,
that's impressive. That is definitely something to be proud of.
That clap was deserved.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I was a day one owner of the Sega Saturn, and that was my favorite system at the time. I was much more of a Sega Saturn fan than a PlayStation 1 fan, but I just saw PlayStation come in and steamroll it, from a popularity, and so I saw just Sega Saturn die slowly over time thanks to the PlayStation 1. But because I was such a fan, I was able to buy all the titles in real time, like when they came out. So all those heavy hitters that people were paying a ton of money for, I was lucky enough to just pay retail price for them at the time because I was such a big fan, and I was like always going out and to Toys R Us, talk about never shopping at Toys R Us, but I would go to my local Toys R Us and just wait around until the new Saturn game came out, and so I was able to get most of my titles, the more expensive ones, that way. And as I've been collecting this collection, I've been working my way down because I didn't want to like come back like 10 years later and figure out I have to pay $5,000 for a game. So I'll try to knock out the most expensive ones early on and then work my way down the list. And that's been pretty good because now all I have left are really cheap titles that you can find anywhere, anytime. I see them in the bargain bin, and I'll get those eventually. I don't really need to get them now, and the prices really haven't gone up on those. So yeah, I really feel like I see the light at the end of the tunnel for this collection, so I'm really happy about that.
Nice job.
But
that's awesome.
But to come full circle, I mean, I also want to shout out Bargain Bin for posting in our Discord channel regularly. Like, you're the only one who like regularly posts pickups.
That's for sure. He does.
Yeah, and I love the fact that they're all like down to earth, reasonable pickups that anybody can go. Because I have looked at your posts and gone, oh, that looks like a cool game, and I would go pick it up myself. It's not
they
like
don't call him Bargain Bin for nothing, Dan.
Yeah, it's not like a look at this expensive game that I only have as limited edition and nobody else can afford. It's like realistic games that anybody can go out and get. So shout out for that.
Yeah, thank you.
Number 43.
I always forget to.
Oh, awesome! Wow. Okay.
So you could.
I always post mine in Vox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always forget to post what I pick up. I forget to like sometimes even post in here, and I don't mean to. It's just like, man, life's so busy. I barely keep up with my podcast, my Discord.
Yeah, I post in yours too.
Yes, you do, and I love the stuff that you pop in there, man. Just like Dan said.
I post most of my pickups on Instagram, but I'm really falling out of favor with Instagram because it's really not. I mean, there's not much engagement there. It's all like influencers and models and people trying to sell a brand, and it's really. I don't think. I
mostly just like use Discord Instagram to talk to friends, and that's about it. Just share reels and stuff we find, and that's basically all I use Instagram for anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's great for like a video game community thing anymore.
I don't even think it's great for toy collectors either. I mean,
I don't think it's great. Period.
I have no choice but to be on all social media.
Yeah, you got a business.
Hence, dust sleeves. I have no choice.
Buy dust sleeves, people.
Yes.
Well, I didn't even have a Discord. How many months ago was that, Chris? When I bought Casper, I had to start a new Discord because I couldn't even get into my Discord anymore. So I had to start a new Bones one. Oh, I couldn't even get into this podcast. Chris had to put me into it because I didn't have access.
I had to give him all the access back.
It's weird.
Yeah, if somehow with the phone, when I got a different phone, it was a completely different number, and I never changed it. And because the phone comes with Discord app already on it, it wasn't allowing me for some reason to access my other Discord. And because I wasn't in it for so long, I didn't remember anything on it. I don't know what under email it's under. Like, I had no clue with anything. So I kept sending myself a password reset, but I don't even know what email it was going to.
Oh, no.
So I literally just gave up on it and made a new one, but I don't really have anything for social media anymore. And really, when it came down to it, even when I looked at the videos that like we were posting on YouTube, the only ones that got like good higher counts were always collection videos. Like PS2 had several hundred to multiple hundreds. Like I have no idea what they're at now. But like my pickups one, like I think that facet for the most part, like you guys were saying, Instagram and stuff is kind of dead with that.
Mhm.
I think even YouTube kind of took a hit on that. And once you stop collecting the video games monthly and all of those at least were getting some views, but even those were weak. It just didn't seem worth doing it anymore.
Yeah.
I think the gaming community in general is taking a back seat right now.
Yeah,
A lot
unfortunately.
of the YouTubers that used to do it, they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, they've kind
I
of backed out. I mean, there's a lot more streamers now, and it's weird too because like we have there's like the retro community streamers, and then there's the video game streamers. It's like you don't know where you fit in.
Yeah,
Yeah, for real.
I'm spread out through both sides.
Yeah, which is something
I'd
I
have
was
to
going to bring.
pick retro.
Well, I
Yeah.
picked up a Pi 5, and Edwin Hooked helped me with getting a good aim and stuff. So I've been able to play like a bunch of arcades I haven't played in years, which is really nice. And I'm not going to fill my house with arcades. It's just it's not possible.
Yeah.
Bones, I had a question for you. You're saying you're getting all these complete in box games recently? Do you actually playtest them to make sure they work?
So far I haven't, but every single one that I've purchased so far, I literally open it up, I examine the board, I clean the pins. If it needs a new manual, I'll buy a new manual. Because like I got Zelda 2. The cover was missing on the manual, so I went online and then I just bought a replacement manual, authentic. Like everything is still all authentic. I make sure everyone has the foam in it. Now, I'm not buying mint either because I want to be able to handle these boxes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be fearful of touching these. And then, like you said, if I want to pull it out and play it, I don't want to have to worry about, well, am I damaging the box? I want to be able to handle these. So like, they're not mint by any means. They're nice. Most of them, I don't think I have any that are in really bad condition. I have to kind of blame Dan for it because he gave me tag team wrestling as a Christmas present, and that kind of started it all off. So it's your fault, Dan.
That's
Yeah, way
right,
to go,
blame
Dan. Way to go, you jerk.
Yeah, because it went from him giving me that, then I bought, what the hell was it? No, it wasn't RC Pro-Am. It was Star Tropics 1 and 2, because those are two of my favorite NES games from a kid. And then it just progressed one after another, after another, after another. The best title I bought so far was Bubble Bobble 2.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
And that's in really nice shape, believe it or not.
Damn it, Dan, you're to blame.
Look what you started.
I have that effect on people. Yeah.
You're an enabler.
Yeah.
No, it's not necessarily him, but
For video game purchasing?
I mean, all in all, I think it'll be nice to have that full set.
Good luck, though.
Yeah.
Well, we already went through this. The one day when I was down there at Chris's, I was just going online and looking, and I'm going to run into hiccups down the road. Because, like, you can go online, and you know you're not going to go to a store and find Little Samson. The main problem is anybody that has a Little Samson, they're graded, and they're online. So you're not even getting options to buy them complete in box.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. And then if you do find one that's complete in box, they're asking so high for whatever reason, maybe because they think people are going to grade them, that it's an unrealistic price, because you can go on price charting and see it. And that's not the only title. Like I noticed it with several of them. Like, you don't know how long it took me to find a decent copy of Trog. you don't think that's going to be a hard one to find, but there was only one online for a while, and then there was only two online, and both boxes were in terrible shape. Well, I don't want terrible. I'm kind of doing it for the more of the art aspect of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not just necessarily the game, but now if you're going to do the box, you want the art to look pretty good on it. My Castlevanias, they aren't quite the best. Like, they got some creases in the box, but I got a really good deal on them, so I was like, all right, well, you know, maybe one day I can upgrade the box. Because if you buy a bulk lot of anything, you can just swap out the boxes, and I've done that with several of them so far. And then I take them up to the local game store right up by my house, and I'll trade them in there. I tend to usually just give him most of my stuff, and then when he gets games in, he'll give me 15-20% off my whole order, or he'll give me stuff for free just for shits and giggles, because I help him. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. That's where I got Bubble Bobble too. I went up there and he had like 10 games somebody traded in, and it was funny because I had how many of them in my cart on eBay. It was Excite Bike, it was Bubble Bobble 2, that wasn't in my cart. I think Punch Out was another one. TMNT 2 was another one. So like, these are all games that I have been really looking at picking up. And he had them, they were brought in, and they were all in really decent condition. They all had manuals too.
Very nice.
So yeah, it's definitely going to be used, but I haven't really played any of them. I mean, I played most of these games when I had the full set. And that's the other thing, I'm not necessarily as concerned for cartridges just sitting around. I was more worried about if I decided I was going to keep some of these game collections that were disc-based. You know, disc rot is a thing down the road. If you do take care of them, they may not do it. The Wii I'm kind of concerned about because everything was made so damn cheap. I don't know what the shelf life's going to be on these discs, especially the zoo games and stuff.
Oh,
you know, the
Lord.
quality, yeah, like the quality is going to be garbage, even though you're probably not going to throw a zoo game in. It still is the reality that those discs were probably so cheaply made. You don't know what the shelf life's going to be. But I don't have a problem thinking that the cartridges, as long as you don't have them in extreme temperatures, they don't get moisture, I don't see them really ever going bad. You should always be able to throw them in. The NES, the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, 64, they're all tanks.
And what's the motto? Don't blow, just sleeve?
That's correct.
You don't want no moisture in those pins. So stop blowing the damn cartridges.
It doesn't work.
Can of air.
No.
That is a myth.
No, that's why I clean them all immediately. I examine them. I look at the batteries. I haven't tested the battery saves on them, but I already keep replacements around. So if I'd ever go to play one of them and it doesn't work, well, I'll just go up, pull the battery out, throw a new one in, and then I'm squared away with it. But I do check every single cartridge. And if one of them doesn't meet my standards, because like I said, I'm trying to do at least a pretty decent looking set, I'll go up to the video game store and I'll buy a replacement, or I'll go online and buy a replacement. If I don't like the label enough, I will go and buy a replacement and then just get rid of the one that I already had up at the store. That way my whole set is kind of in like really nice shape. Because the box set I had before, that was just like, I think I only had like 60 something games that were like in box. Some of those boxes were like just beat up. The tops were missing, the tabs were missing. I don't want those kinds in the collection. Like I said, if you're going to do the art aspect, you might as well go all out on it. Like, I don't think I have anything in my collection now that's not complete in box. All of my disc-based are now all complete in box. Like, I even went out of my way to make sure that I don't have any rental cases for any of the PlayStation 2. All of my PS1, I went through and I replaced all the cases that were missing the tab or were cracked. That way they're all in really nice shape. Instead of buying stuff all the time, sometimes I just sit around and kind of tend the collection. I'll just grab a bunch, go clean them, check them out, make sure they're all fine. That way you're not out just spending money. because it can be very addictive to go buy a bunch of games.
Really
I think we all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Chris,
Yeah.
what's one of the memories early on was you should make it a challenge to see who can go back and figure out which one it is. But there was one where your voice wasn't recording, right? And you had to go back and re-record the entire podcast.
Right. Yeah. I had a podcast that my voice didn't record for some reason. I don't know why. So I did
Was
the
that
whole
T-Bellies?
podcast. Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was T-Bellies.
So I did the whole podcast without my mic on or something. It didn't connect my mic or whatever happened, and I did that whole podcast. And then later on, realized my voice wasn't there, and had to go back and like put my voice in. That was fun.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Redubbing your lines.
Yep. At least trying.
At least
to.
you had to. Thank God you didn't have to do it in another language, though.
But I think he got it right then. I think it was the T-Belly one.
Yeah, but the rest of everybody else's voice, so you just had to fill in gaps, right? With like
Yeah, whatever I was.
yes, right, something.
It
gaps,
wasn't crazy amount of stuff because I wasn't talking too much. Because like usually when you do an intro, the guest is usually doing most of the talking, and then you guys, ask questions. I ask questions, so I had to redo the questions I asked and the intro part, and then after that, I was pretty much done.
That's cool. Funny how that works.
Yeah.
The hiccups of doing our podcast.
Yes. The bloopers that don't really get shown.
Yep.
But there will be intros coming up. I have a few people interested in doing their intros. They want to possibly even do more podcasts besides just an intro. Some people are just in it for the intro, and that's what they want to do.
Because they want to make it all about them. Conceited pricks.
I mean, the douche, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed my cue again.
Well, most of them, don't they? They do a sleeve. They do their own sleeve, and then they do an intro, and then that may be what they do. Like that's kind of the extent of it.
Typically, what I do is anybody that usually asks for a logo sleeve, I tend to ask if they want to come on the podcast.
And I'm glad I said yes.
So
anytime, as long as I'm available. So.
Yeah, same.
That goes pretty much for everybody in here. If we're available, it will happen. So I got there's a couple people that are interested. One person actually asked me tonight if this was going to be live. He wanted to listen. It's like, no, but it's getting to that point. 10 more podcasts and we'll be live.
That's crazy.
So. And I'm hoping that there was a little bit I did do a test run of that on YouTube just to see how it would be live. There was a little bit of a lag, but I think I fixed that problem. So I'm hoping if there's somebody in the chat to be able to respond in a timely manner.
Yeah, you'll still have a slight lag.
I know there's going to be a lag because that's for YouTube. They do that. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and OBS does it too.
Yeah. But there's a setting in OBS, and I know there's a setting on YouTube that you can change that. And I've done that, so the lag is not anywhere near as bad. So hopefully, when it comes to that, it won't be too crazy. Somebody asking a question and I don't answer them until the end of the podcast because it just popped up. You know what I mean? But,
Chris, if we hadn't taken a break, we'd be at 150 by now.
At least.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, at least.
You're talking about two years worth of content that we didn't do. So even if we did one a month, 24 podcasts, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back now, so we'll see how long it lasts.
Thank God for that.
Hopefully we don't burn out again. Or nothing like that. It should be a little bit more smoother now, considering I got OBS working and I don't really have to do any editing anymore. This is just going to go straight to YouTube, so...
Whatever happens, happens, so
Yep.
don't say anything embarrassing.
No, by all means, say anything embarrassing. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Say fuck, say damn, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not...
Yo mama.
Yeah, I mean, as long as it doesn't get out of hand, we're good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You're able to speak your own mind in here. I don't restrict anybody.
First Amendment.
Yeah, that's right. I don't restrict anybody from saying whatever they want. The only thing that really doesn't get touched on in here, and I'd rather not, is political shit. Like, I don't want any.
I ain't
of that.
touching that minefield.
Yeah.
We're here for video games.
That's
we don't
right.
talk
We are here
politics.
for video games. If video games
Yeah.
and politics intertwine, then we'll talk about
I
it a
still
little
wouldn't.
bit, but I ain't talking about it in depth.
Same. Yeah, I hate politics.
Yeah, same with me. Very
Thankfully, there
anti-political.
haven't been too many political video games that are very
There's
controversial.
political simulator, but I ain't touching that with a 40-foot pole.
I never even heard of
Me
that.
neither.
It's on Steam if you want to try it, but I don't want to touch it.
Nah, I've been-
I keep up with all that stuff, but I don't. I really try to make sure that we don't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm the same. And like if it came to like this going live and somebody starting to talk like that, then I would have to just tell them like politely, like, I don't want that in here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is the place to escape our problems for a while.
Yeah, we're talking video
Yeah.
games.
Exactly.
Let's leave
Like I don't discuss it like that either. I might shoot the shit with Chris privately about something, but I don't like. We're here to talk games, collecting, enjoying the hobby.
Yeah.
That's another realm that you keep on your own terms, on your own time, discuss at different times.
Exactly.
Hey, don't get me wrong. We have talked about it on my podcast, but it was usually because it affects something within like pop culture or media.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I understand that. That's cool and all, but like just to come out and talk political, yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
We ain't doing
Nice.
that shit here.
The nice thing is that there's probably a diverse, range of opinions, but we all can get together and talk about games.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
I
diversity.
mean,
LJN is actually good.
I like the
Yep.
diversity. I want that here. That's I'm looking for if any of you guys know a female that would like to come on the podcast, please let me know.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of girls around.
Linda used to do the
Yeah.
podcast, as you guys know, and she hasn't been able to do it anymore. So I'm looking for somebody, a female perspective, to come on the podcast.
Yeah, this place could use a woman's touch.
Did you ask her to see if she wanted to come back for the Welcome Back episode, or?
No, I did not reach out. I know she's doing her own thing and she's kind of busy. So
Yeah. Well, more power to her.
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I've been trying to get a female on the podcast. We did have CC Stellar Sweets. She was on here. We did her intro. I tried to get her to come back, but I don't think she's into doing podcasts. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, any female perspective would be great. Like, I want that, our perspective is fine, but to have a female in here they have a totally different viewpoint. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and the gaming world for a female is totally different for a male. So
And I had a female friend who, for a little bit, she thought she might be interested, but she's like super socially anxious. So I'm just not going to say her name, but she probably won't wind up doing it, which is fine. I'm not going to force her.
right. I mean, we're not. I just had this conversation with somebody else. I know, like, he's very introverted, and that's fine, and I am too. Like, a lot of us are, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
this podcast is not horrible. But once you get the feel for it and you do it the first time, then it becomes easier the second time. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would never put somebody in a situation where it's going to be dead silence and nobody talks. If I don't talk, Bones or Dan will jump in. Somebody will say something.
We never shut up.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody will start
I
talking.
have been there on some podcasts, or especially mine, that like there's that awkward silence, but I usually try to edit that out. But no, and there's been some females within the community, but they usually move away from the community. They do other things. So, and it kind of sucks because there's been some really good ones that have showed up and that have been part of the groups and the communities and the live streaming.
Right, and then they go off and do their own tangent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, that's pretty much all females. I don't know why that is, but everybody.
Dude, I don't even have buddies that game besides you guys, so there's nobody even local that games with me, let alone a female that's going to be gaming around me. It's just the reality of it. That's why I come here. Everybody's got kids, like newborns, 3-4-year-olds. Like, they ain't got time to game.
I mean, if you want to game, you're going to make time to game.
Yeah,
but
true.
Yeah.
Even with having kids.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it, but I would do it late.
My brother does it. He has 3 kids.
I used to do it late at night, and that was my way of getting.
Most of them don't do it, man. Like, I have one buddy that every Friday his wife's friend comes over so that her husband can stay home and game. He goes on Steam and he games, and he has no problem with it. My buddy's always like, why can't I fucking do that? I want to do that. It's always being yelled at. Like, she needs him to do something, this and that. Like,
that's the thing, as a married couple having kids, or even not married and just having kids as a couple, like, you can do that. You just have to communicate, like, hey, is there a way that I can get video game time in on this day of the week? Maybe not every week, maybe every other week. You know what I mean? Like, you got to compromise.
As long as you pull your weight, you should be able to game now and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's like an hour, like, it doesn't have to be for long.
An hour gaming can do wonders.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're playing. I mean, you may not be able to do a raid on Final Fantasy 14, but
you want to know what my biggest problem is about gaming?
What's that?
Is I just don't know what to play. That's my hardest thing. That, like, I'll go upstairs and be like, I don't know what to play. I'm not playing.
I have that problem with movies. Like, I watch TV and I want to watch a movie, but I can't decide, so I just end up watching like news or something, something short, and then falling asleep. And
then I get in these funks where I just don't want to play.
I think we've all been there.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's what happens with me, and like, I just don't grab a game and throw it in
without playing, and then all of a sudden, like, oh man, I got all these games upstairs. I should probably play, and then I'll play for a little bit, and then I'll go into that funk again where I just don't want to play.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I have to play something every now and then.
Yeah, I do too. But I mean, the one thing that's helped me kind of get into, like, go through my back catalog has been able to stream and, play games for my friends or just anything. Because there's times I'll watch in, like, Smallville or some TV show on my computer, and I have my monitor over here where I can play something else. So it's like I'm multitask.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Netflix for some reason.
Yeah. I watch a lot of different stuff on YouTube. Right now I've been watching 220 Average Bowler, which is a really fun bowling channel.
You bowl?
I do like to bowl. I'm actually in a league, and
nice.
I put up I'm so mad because I put up a little short of me bowling with a Shrek bowling ball, and it's my most viewed short ever. In a very short amount of time, it became my most viewed short, and it's pissing me off.
Oh, shit.
And my friend just loves to lord that over me. He sent me that, and it's like the most popular thing on my channel.
Well, if your female friend, Bargainman, if she ever decides she wants to do the podcast, let me know.
I will offer the invitation to her.
We're not animals on here. Like,
we're not a bunch of pricks.
No. So we're nice people, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, I think we're very lovely people. We're very accepting.
We try to be warming, accepting.
Yeah.
I don't know, Bargainman, you're beating around the bush there pretty tough.
Yeah, well, I'm also half asleep right now, so.
Wake up, damn it. We're on the podcast. Only Bones does that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, no, I did good this time.
Yeah. Should have had a Coke.
I had 2 coffees.
Yeah, okay, that probably explains that.
There's a lot of gaming stuff to talk about for future podcasts. I mean, even like the new digital versus physical stuff would be nice to have a conversation with you guys, especially the game key cards and where gaming is going. So I'm looking forward to doing that some anytime.
Sure.
Yeah.
I touched upon that, but yeah, Bandana and we talk about that a lot. We mentioned that to you, Chris, and we did talk about this before in the past, but it may be worth revisiting in this new era of new consoles.
This new era of LRG taking over all physical media.
Yeah.
No, you're just not going to have enough storage space on the console to be able to have all your games on one time.
Well, the funny thing is about, even if LRG takes over physical media, right? Tell me the next generation of consoles is going to come out with a CD drive.
If Microsoft has its way, we'll end up having everything's an Xbox. You can play it on your fridge,
on your microwave while you're waiting for your dinner,
in your car, in the rearview mirror.
Well, yeah.
Then my wife will be like, "Why are you playing Death Stranding on the microwave?"
Why aren't you playing Death Stranding on the microwave?
Hey, don't laugh. I used to have a TV in my bathroom. I had an old 13-inch CRT with a Nintendo hooked up to it.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
Man.
A lot of bathroom time, huh?
Damn, I guess you did.
I saw this one meme as like a drawer full of Game Boy games, like, and batteries and Game Boys. Like, why do you always take so long in the bathroom?
That's funny. My sister, she had Game Boy Color in the bathroom all the time. She finally gave it to me. She's like, "Here, I don't want it anymore." So she gave me her Game Boy Color.
Oh yeah, I bought Mario 64 on, what the hell was it? Is it the 3DS? I think it is. Because I was traveling so much. I bought the Mario 64. I bought the Super Mario Brothers for it. Then I bought a 3DS, a used one with a replaced screen in it. Just so, cause, dude, I hate the Advance. It's too small for my giant hands.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I bought like Mario 3 Advance, the Zelda for it as well for Advance. So I had some good games to take with me when I was traveling to Alabama, Delaware, Maryland.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Covered all my bases.
I know it's been a long time. That's all I can say.
We covered a lot, I feel like.
All right, let's do the last segment. What is that?
Game of the month.
Yes. All right. Do you guys got your games of the month?
I got mine.
Go ahead, Bargain.
It would be Paper Mario 1000 Year Door Remake on the Switch. Just chef's kiss.
Dan? Anything?
Yeah, I was talking to Bandana about Metroidvania games and how, Hollow Knight Silk Song is a much delayed or anticipated game. A follow-up to the old Hollow Knight game just came out this month, and rightfully so. It's a great game. Definitely check it out. But another game that came out on the same day is called The Adventures of Samsara, and it's a digital-only game, but it's also a Metroidvania type game that it's also really good, but it unfortunately was overshadowed by Hollow Knight coming out on the same day.
Bummer.
Speaking of which, you guys, who watched Nintendo Direct?
I did not.
All right, so
it was good.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it for you.
I read about it.
Okay.
So
I'd have to say I told somebody to me it was a solid 9 for what was announced and everything that was presented. It didn't feel like there was like
for me. I don't mind
a slog of stuff that like I'm not going to play this game. Why is this being advertised?
So how do you? All right. So since Bargain Bin said I can ruin it, how do you feel about the Metroid game?
I am super hyped for it.
I went ahead. Did you saw it? So did you see her come out on the bike?
Yes, and I went and pre-ordered the amiibo for it because I'm like, okay,
the bike is pretty sweet.
I gotta have this, and I've been a Metroid fan for a long time, and to see this new one with being able to have the first-person perspective and then adding the whole bike traversal, it seems like they're going to make it open world, which is kind of on par with what they're doing with most Mario Nintendo games lately. But I skipped out on 3 because I didn't want to play with the Wii remote, and I know I've talked about this many times on this podcast with you guys. I I completely skipped on the Wii because I don't want to have motion controls in my gaming.
That game would have been Other M, right?
Well, that and Metroid Prime 3.
Right.
So,
Infection, I think.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that's going to get a 2-pack at some point, so I can play it with at least some kind of modified controls like they did for Skyward Sword.
All right,
Mario
sorry,
Galaxy.
I went off on a tangent. I just wanted to.
No, that's good.
All right,
That's fine.
Dan, you got it. Were you done? You
Yeah,
were talking about Metro. Was it Metro?
Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Metroid's got me thinking of the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
That's where it gets the name from.
Bose?
I guess I'll have to go with the game I was just playing last, which is going to be the Casper A Haunting 3D Challenge. Just make sure you draw yourself a fucking
Please
map.
draw a map. I sat there and struggled with him to get through that game. If you don't have somebody helping you, please do a map. And you won't be able to find a map online because we tried that.
And make sure you save properly with the memory card, not like my dumbass.
Ouch.
But yeah, if you
Like restarting it.
that is a little bit of a challenge. If anybody can find a map on Casper, let me know.
Game Facts. I mean,
I tried GameFAQs. I didn't think I seen one
Really?
on there, but I mean,
wow.
The reason it's hard is you gain abilities, so like you can go through vents at one point, you can bounce through like little square windows, and these things take you to different areas. So you have to utilize your memory on where's this vent going to take you. And sometimes they're one-way vents, and sometimes they're two different way vents.
And
so if you go one way in the vent, it does like crazy shit. And you have to remember these things. Because I thought I knew the level in and out, and I don't. Because I got stuck, and then I just never got back to it. But I am pretty far in the game. But now when I go back to it, me and Chris were laughing. We're like, I'm not going to remember any of this. I'm just going to have to draw a map now from where I'm at.
Dust off the grid paper and go at it.
Yeah,
but you know what? It sounds.
It's getting to that point where we're gonna get out some grid paper and start doing it.
It sounds like a Metroidvania game. It's just 3D. I mean, you have like areas you can go to with new abilities, and you come back to certain locations. But if it's level based, it may not be the same.
It's not level.
No,
based.
it's not. It's like you're in a house.
Yeah.
You're in the house from Casper. So like there's multiple floors. So if you go up, some of them are steps. Then we realized how far into the game that if you get the cup of water, you can throw the cup of water on the fireplace and then go up the chimney. And then that takes you into attic sections. So that's how you go to only different areas.
Wait, why does the ghost need to put out a fire?
I don't know. You get burned if you try to go into the fireplace, though. I learned that the hard way.
A ghost doesn't go through the wall.
Right.
But
yeah, dude, we didn't beat a single one of the bosses, did we? I think I ran from every one of them. Did I beat one? I think I might have beat one.
Yeah, I think you beat the bigger one. That was eating everything.
Oh, the fat one with the burgers. Yeah, that's the only one I beat.
All right, that level.
So, I have been playing Super Metroid a lot lately. I think I've finished it like 3 times last weekend, but because I don't know, I've just been in a Metroid kick. But no, actually, I think my game I'm gonna do for Game of the Month is gonna be Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which is the new one that just came out. It is really good. Has like a really cool comic book art style. The music is fantastic. The combat's fun. It's kind of hard though playing it because there's moments I want to do stuff that I was doing in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, which I played that like about a month ago. But it's really good and really fun. I highly recommend any of you guys check it out. Especially, it's on the Switch, Steam.
Dan, did you pre-order that? I mean, did you purchase that already?
Yeah, I got it from Limited Run, but it hasn't come yet.
Yeah, mine's supposed to be here, I think, Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
But
I was gonna say
I just ended up picking up digital.
Pickup.
Yep.
There you go.
Dan's all
but yeah, it's really good.
Pickups.
Yeah. I think I was to blame for a few of those podcast pickups.
Yeah,
Especially
definitely.
Monster Madness. I never shut up about that game.
Yeah, what the hell
I
was
think
the one
everybody
you
bought
got
that
me to
game.
get?
Monster
Yeah,
Madness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both of
Was
them.
it was it Monster Madness? I got like the PS3 and the 360 one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, that's
PS3
what it
version's
was.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it because of what you said about it, and also Wolverine. I could probably go back and make a list of all the games that I picked up just because you mentioned them.
Yeah, like I said, I never shut up about games. I could talk for hours unprepared.
Ain't nothing
Think we
wrong
all
with that.
could.
No,
We're
nothing
all
wrong
on
with
the
that at
same- We're
all.
on the same club.
Yep, we're on the same wavelength.
Well,
Just
I
one
don't
more.
know about that. Nobody's bought the Hyperscan because I bought it, so you don't copy that.
Touche.
I went on a kick with that too. I was just anytime I was on eBay, it didn't matter what it was. If it was a sealed carton of Hyperscan stuff, so I bought a sealed carton of the controllers. Anytime there was one of the cards, so now I have like this giant stack of sealed shipping boxes of the stupid Hyperscan cards.
There's a whole video on that with Rerez. It's super funny.
Yeah, oh, that's hilarious. I did see that one.
Yeah.
All right. I think that concludes the podcast. It's been a long
It's good to be back.
podcast,
Yeah.
but that's okay. It's been
Yeah.
a while, so
Say we
Sometimes as
deserved it.
always.
Yeah.
hopefully
Always having a great time with you guys.
yeah, and I appreciate everybody coming.
Yeah.
As always.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get more people in here, and Discord will get a little bit more active, maybe.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, same here. It's been lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a great time. You guys have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Please like,
Yeah.
comment, and subscribe. As always, don't blow. Just leave.
Just leave.
Later, guys.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, have a
Peace
good
out,
one.
everyone.
Peace out.
Hey, Mark, if you listen to this, who won the boxing match?
Yeah, Mark.
I'll see you next time, guys.
Choose boxing
See ya,
over podcast. Come on,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
All right, later.
All right. Good
All
night,
right, guys. Later.